Hey everyone, it's US Soccer Fan 95, and here's a review of the Nike Mercurial Vapor 6 World Cup editions that I promised everybody. So here's the shoes. It's a really nice looking shoe, as I said earlier. I'm going to start off with the bottom part of the shoe, and I'm going to start off with the Tepex thermoplastic composite carbon and glass reinforced chassis. And that is a really nice material. I like that a lot. You can see it there. It's really lightweight, but what I like about it a lot is it's durable, and it doesn't have the reputation that carbon fiber has, but I think it works really well and stuff. And one of the this is what takes a while for the shoe to break in, is the carbon and glass reinforced chassis, and that is because it's so durable and hard that it takes a while just to break in and for it to be able to bend like that when you're running. So that's what takes a while for it to break in. That's the main problem people have when they're breaking these shoes in. But one reason that I really like these shoes is the power you get from this. Because the main thing about the Predator X's is the power spine, or that's one of the main things. And the whole point of that is to add power to your shot by not being able to bend it like that. And these shoes, since it's such a durable material, they work really well for that too. Like, you try as hard as you can, and you can't bend it back. So that adds a lot of power to your shot, and I've noticed that, and maybe you viewers have too. And then the next thing is the studs. They have the holes in them, as you can see, and that works well. That just reduces weight and stuff. And they have these new triangle shaped studs up here, which I think work really well to accelerate on all angles, and I find the acceleration and the turning great on these shoes. And then they also have this little grip area at the toe part, which is supposed to help with your acceleration also. When you get on your toes, it's supposed to get you that extra grip, and I think that probably does help, but I don't really know. I can't notice a difference, but I'm sure it does help, otherwise they wouldn't have it there. So the bottom is really good, and it helps a lot. And then the next part is the upper, and I've heard that this is a lot different material than the old ones. This one's a lot comfier, I've heard, and I like this shoe a lot. It's really comfy. It fits like a glove, and they say that about all shoes now because they're all so good. But this one, I can honestly say it's one of the comfiest shoes I've ever had and stuff. And the one thing that people like about it is you can't really see it, but it almost has like a grainy thing. It's not necessarily, you can kind of see it there. It's not so smooth, and that helps get you touch on the ball. The touch on the ball is fantastic with these, and I really like that. And then they also have the lace cover, which they've moved down this time, which I think is good, because I heard that people were having trouble loosening them earlier and putting them on their feet because it was hard to get down in there to loosen it and stuff, and I think it's good. And it can be a little troublesome, but you just have to make sure that you loosen these before you put them in, otherwise you'll just smash this part of the heel down and stuff. But if you want to put Nike red laces in there, that's obviously going to be hard, but some people still do it, surprisingly. So the upper is really nice material. I would suggest just washing it off a little bit every time after you finish using them, because the dirt can cause damage to it, even if it's a little bit. And in these little creases, I don't know if you can see it, there's a teeny one there. When you open it up, it's kind of like a little cut area. You can't really see that on the camera, but if you get the dirt off, that will go down a bit. And then there's also scuff marks that you'll get on all shoes. I haven't tried it yet, but some people say you put rubbing alcohol on it and it makes those go away instantly. Well, not instantly, you have to do a little elbow grease, but that's supposed to help clean it a lot. But it's a really good upper, and a lot of people complain about the colors for the uppers of the shoes, but Nike just does that because Didier Drogba said that when he's wearing brighter color shoes, his teammates pass to him more, and I'm not sure if that works. I don't really notice anything, but I bet it probably does. And the orange on these ones is supposed to help your teammates find you with the ball. That's supposed to help them see it because it contrasts with the green on the grass. So overall, the upper is really nice. The design is pretty similar to the Vapor 4s, where it's just the big swoosh. I like these ones because I personally don't really like the design on the side of these, but I guess it takes a bit of getting used to. The next part is the insole. which is really nice. It has the cool Mercurial font on it, but it's kind of like a leathery material on top. And this is a really lightweight insole, so that's good. And then it has this EVA foam for reduced stud pressure, which I think is good, because on my old T90s, they weren't the top quality ones, but I could really feel the studs over here on this part of the shoe. And I don't feel that with these ones. I haven't had them for a long time, but I haven't noticed that. In other ones, it seems like you get like little tears and holes there. And at the toes, I haven't noticed that with these yet. It just kind of indents. So, I really like this. And also, another benefit is underneath there, you can't really see it or tell, but that isn't hard like everything else. That has a little bit of squishiness to it, not a ton, like not even a millimeter, but it does feel like there's something there. But all in all, I love these shoes. I think they are great. And if you're worried about getting these over the Adizeros, because lightweight, I wouldn't really care that much, because these shoes are still really lightweight, even though they're 8 ounces. And the Adizeros, I think, are like 5.8 or something. Sorry, I forgot right now. But these shoes are still incredibly lightweight. But one problem you may have when you first get them, which I had, was blisters. I'd get really bad blisters, and I still have some from them. Right there, they're just finally healing up. But I would suggest, when you're first breaking them in and walking around the house, you obviously want to tie them kind of tighter, so that way they do break in. But when you're playing with them, I find it helps. It makes the shoe feel a lot lighter. If you have these loose, and you don't, like, not really loose, but just so, don't force it down, don't pressure it, and it makes the shoe feel lighter, and it'll help reduce the rubbing on the heel and the blisters. And I just love this shoe. I think it's great. I would easily recommend it to anybody. And another thing is I have kind of wider feet, and these shoes fit perfectly with them. I would still try them on because some people have some pretty wide feet, but I haven't found any problems, and I normally have to worry about that. So they made these shoes a little wider than the past ones so more people can wear them. But I think it's a great shoe, and the materials are great with it. And then the Nike Soccer Plus, I love that program. It's really cool. And so that's my review of the Vapor 6s. I hope you like them, and I would easily recommend them. Comment below any questions you have or anything you might want to know, and click subscribe up there.